Prince Charles was devastated when he found out his love Camilla Shand had married someone else while he was away training with the Royal Navy, and an unearthed report reveals why the news came as a double shock. Charles and Camilla recently celebrated their 15th wedding anniversary, and she is expected to be by his side when he takes to the throne in the future. However, their relationship has been a controversial one, as it is thought to be the main reason Charles divorced Princess Diana in 1996. The Prince of Wales first fell for Camilla in the early 70s, when a mutual friend introduced them. They dated briefly before Camilla decided to marry her on-off boyfriend Andrew Parker Bowles. According to Bob Colasolo, writing for Vanity Fair in December 2005, Charles was left with a double shock when he heard the news. Mr. Colasolo explained, by the fall of 1972, Charles was completely taken with Camilla but evidently not ready to take the giant step of asking her to commit to a royal marriage. He was also due to depart on an 8-month tour of duty in the Caribbean at the beginning of the new year. That spring Charles, who had been faithfully writing to Camilla and receiving reassuring replies, received a double shock. Princess Anne was going to marry Captain Mark Phillips, and her sometime beau, Andrew Parker Bowles, had finally proposed to Camilla, who had accepted. Charles' sister Anne had been in a brief relationship with Mr. Parker Bowles before Charles left for his military training. Royal biographer Sally Bedell-Smith wrote in her 2017 book Prince Charles that Mr. Parker Bowles was not a suitable husband for the Princess Royal, and so Anne did not see them having a future together. He was Catholic, making him an unlikely candidate for a royal spouse. However, there were reports that the two had some romantic entanglements during Anne's marriage to Mark Phillips. Even so, the news that Anne had broken up with Camilla's ex, meaning he was free to pursue Charles' love, was a shock to the heir. Mr. Colasolo continued, Charles was at a loss to understand how Camilla could so abruptly put aside what he described in a letter as such a blissful, peaceful and mutually happy relationship. To make matters worse, while Charles languished in the West Indies, his first true love and erstwhile rival were united in what the papers called the wedding of the year. They wed in 1973, and both the Queen Mother and Princess Anne attended. Camilla's close family friend Jane Churchill told Mr. Colasolo, everything in life is timing, and so often time deals you the wrong hand. Charles and Camilla were quite young when they met, and she was going out with Andrew and Charles was abroad and away, and she probably didn't know him as well then, and so she married Andrew. While they became an incredibly popular couple within high society, Mr. Parker Bowles and Camilla's relationship quickly became weighed down by their infidelity. Camilla's husband is thought to have had many extramarital affairs, which led Camilla to resume her relationship with the heir to the throne at a later date. While she did divorce Mr. Parker Bowles in 1995, they ended their marriage on good terms. He even attended her wedding to Charles in 2005 with his second wife, Rosemary Pittman.